we have started transient analysis. So yesterday we just talked, or we just started that what is transient analysis. So I hope it is clear that the initial behavior, whenever something changes, whenever you make some change, it always takes anything to settle down. So before settling down, it shows certain behavior, and that behavior is basically called transient behavior, and the analysis of that behavior is called transient analysis. So main thing is study of behavior of a circuit when subjected to change or disturbance is called transient analysis. So in circuits also this thing happens. You might have noticed that whenever you switch on some heavy motor or heavy appliances, the bulb light goes dim for a certain moment, okay, for a moment of time. This is also a transient behavior. So and yes, it is always applicable in daily life, in economical systems, in sociology, social system, everywhere. Human being also shows transient behavior. Whenever there is a certain change in your life, you always take some time to settle down, and now that time taken to settle down is basically the transient behavior. At that time you show transient behavior, okay. So but we are concerned with the transient behavior of circuits. So let us see, we already talked about this, that why these transient behaviors are shown. Due to presence of inductor and capacitor, these elements are basically energy storing devices, and the main fact is that the energy in the system, whether it is electromagnetic energy in case of inductor, or electrical or electrostatic field energy in case of capacitor, but it cannot be stored immediately. The capacitor or inductor cannot be charged or discharged immediately. So for that, we need to study this transient behavior. So we will study this thing later on. So transient phenomena occurs when a circuit is suddenly connected or disconnected to or from the supply. There is sudden change in the applied voltage from one finite value to another. A circuit is short circuited. Okay. So due to all these phenomena, there can be transient behavior. So generally, what will be there is, whenever you are solving circuits, the most common phenomena is going to be the first one, that is often it is connected or disconnected instantly, okay, connected or disconnected from the supply. So what is going to happen? Now this transient behavior, why we are studying it, is very, very important. A lot of applications are there of this study, so we can discuss some of them, like fault analysis in power system. So whenever there is a fault, if there is a fault in the system, definitely it always happens suddenly. So there will be, system will always take some time to settle down. When there is a fault in the system, in power system, those who are from electrical engineering, they might have studied about faults, different types of faults, line to ground, line to line, Okay, these type of faults are there, and due to each fault, always there is some change in the system, in the power system, and for that it will always take certain time to settle down, and that behavior you have to study, because definitely in power system also inductors and capacitors are used. Okay, further, in control system, because we may have to go for PID controllers and all, so in designing of that it is useful, study of inductors, capacitors, and then transient behavior. Protection equipment, definitely protection means they will save you from certain surge in voltage, surge in drop in voltage, or increase in voltage, something like that, or short circuit. So definitely whenever these type of things happens, sudden increase in voltage or some short circuit, definitely there is a transient behavior. So you must study or you must know about the transient behavior, then only you can design the protection equipment. Oscillators are basically made up of L and C, inductor and capacitor. So you must know their transient behavior, how capacitor and inductor gets charged. Okay, so that is also important. And then to compute DC operating point, that is there in case of your transistors and all. So for that also it is required how your capacitor will be charged or not. Moreover, these things also, like transient behavior is also used in case of your ignition in vehicles. Ignition is there in engine, so there also an inductor is there in which sudden change in voltage is there, and due to that sudden change in voltage, sudden change in current, actually L di by dt, so there is a huge voltage. That voltage is basically used to generate a spark from the spark plug. So in vehicles you use a spark plug. Spark plug concept is also based on transient analysis. Okay, further we have, so there are a lot of applications, that's why only we are studying. निगमानंद रॉय कौन है ये? मेरी क्लास में अब तक तो नहीं आया था ये. Okay, so while solving the circuits related to these transient behavior, there will be two important things: T0 negative, T0 positive, T0, T minus infinity, T plus infinity. So this notation is very important. It will be useful in solving the circuits. So T equal to 0 means now the switch is opened or closed. Okay, T equal to 0. T equal to 0 positive means just after switching. T 0 negative means just before switching. And T greater than 0 means T tending to infinity, means after switching for a long time. So main thing is this one: 0 positive, 0 negative. 0 positive means just after switching, 0 negative means just before switching. These two important terms are significant. Now this is very important table. Behavior of resistor, inductor and capacitor in maybe at initial time and at final time. T equal to 0 positive means just after switching on or off, maybe whatever, and T equal to infinity means when time is tending to infinity, at rest, settling time. So let us study this behavior. Listen carefully. This is very, very crucial behavior. It will be useful in solving the circuits. This table is very important. So if you see resistance, it will remain same. It will not affect current or voltage. It will behave as it is, whether it is in the beginning or it is at final time or at initial time. This is in the starting, initial time. This is finally, okay, finally, steady state. So resistance or resistor will not show any transient behavior. It will be as it is. So make sure this thing, it will not be affected. Now comes inductor. So in case of inductor, we'll study all these things mathematically also. But in case of inductor, whenever we just switch on the circuit, switch on means at t equal to 0 positive, it will behave as open circuit. It will behave as open circuit. This is very, very important. Inductor in the beginning always behaves as open circuit. Inductor always behaves as open circuit in the beginning.
Sir,
Huh? Why you are saying?
sir, starting में open circuit क्यों behave करते हैं?
हाँ मैं बता देता हूँ,
तभी तो supply
बता देता हूँ. I will just try to explain it. The reason for this. Suppose we have an inductor and it is just switched on. It is connected to certain supply, that is E, and it is just switched on. Just switching on means current is increasing from 0. Current is increasing. So there is current is increasing from 0 to some value. 0 to some value. So it means rate of change of current, di by dt, rate of change of current is very large. Rate of change of current is very large. Drastic change in current is there. And this multiplied by L will give you voltage VL. Due to high rate of change of current, because we have just switched on the circuit, current wants to flow. Okay, initially it was 0, but current wants to flow. So it means rate of change of current is high. I am not saying current is high, I am saying rate of change of current is high. And that when multiplied by L, and negative of that will be VL, voltage across inductor. So voltage across inductor will be L di by dt, and that will be of opposite sign. It means this will be plus and this will be minus, and this voltage VL will be basically equal to E, supply voltage. Now this voltage induced in the inductor is VL, that is equal to E, that is supply voltage. And why this voltage is induced? Due to rate of change of current. Whenever I am just switching on the circuit, current wants to flow. So that is L di by dt. So what it means is that there is a opposing EMF induced across inductor. Now this voltage is VL, that is also equal to E, this is also equal to E. Both voltages are in opposite polarity. Opposite polarity means current wants to flow, but this voltage will not let it flow, because this voltage is just opposite of this. ये प्लस माइनस है और ये भी प्लस माइनस है, दोनों प्लस माइनस है, माइनस प्लस प्लस माइनस. दिस इज अपोजिट पोलैरिटी. अपोजिट पोलैरिटी में क्या होगा? करंट विल नॉट फ्लो. तो दिस इंडक्टर विल बिहेव एज ओपन सर्किट. ऐसा रहेगा कि ओपन सर्किट की तरह फील होगा. Just at that particular instant, just after switching on, T0 positive, just after switching on, ये एक ओपन सर्किट की तरह बिहेव करेगा, क्योंकि इसमें जो वोल्टेज इंड्यूस हो रही है वो सप्लाई वोल्टेज के बराबर है और अपोजिट पोलैरिटी में है, तो वो करंट को फ्लो नहीं होने देगा बिल्कुल भी. करंट नहीं फ्लो हो रहा मतलब ओपन सर्किट. इसका मतलब करंट इंफिनिटी होगा, वो सॉरी करंट जीरो होगा, क्योंकि करंट नहीं फ्लो हो रहा, करंट जीरो होगा. ठीक है. वोल्टेज मैक्सिमम होगा, वोल्टेज जो सप्लाई वोल्टेज का है वो होगा वोल्टेज अक्रॉस इंडक्टर, क्योंकि इंडक्टर मैग्नेटिक फील्ड.
ओके सर,
समझ गए बात को?
यस सर, यस
पढ़ाया जाता है.
थैंक यू सर.
डाउट हमें ये पूछ. Okay, so this was the case of inductor. Now initially it behaves as open circuit, but as current starts, okay, as we go, because supply voltage is given, okay, it is switched on, so current starts increasing slowly and it will reach to a maximum value at a certain time. Through this inductor, current will slowly start moving, okay, start flowing, and at a particular, after some particular time, it will reach to maximum. शुरू में क्या था? Initially it was 0, but with time it will go on increasing and will reach to a maximum value, depending on the supply voltage and resistance of the circuit. After that it will keep constant. Keeping constant means just this inductor will behave as a wire. When current reaches to maximum through this inductor, rate of change of current is not there. Maximum पे पहुंच गया ना वो, तो change तो हो नहीं रहा ना. You know, if I draw it like this, and this, for this case, rate of change is there. di by dt will be having some value. But अगर कोई value constant होती है, if current is constant, then definitely its derivative is 0. Rate of change of current is 0 when it reaches to maximum and it is maintained. रेट ऑफ चेंज ऑफ करंट अगर 0 होगा तो एल डी आई बाई डी टी भी 0 हो जाएगा, जो वोल्टेज है. मींस अपोजिंग ईएमएफ बिल्कुल नहीं है. देयर इज नो अपोजिंग ईएमएफ. इट मींस maximum current will keep on flowing through the inductor and inductor will be behaving as short circuit. Short circuit का मतलब क्या है कि inductor will just act as a wire. Okay, it will not, it has stored energy. Okay, and now it is not playing any role. It has just stored the energy. The maximum current level has reached. Di by dt has become 0. No opposing EMF is there. Okay, and it is acting as a short circuit. This you can understand with the help of a mass. Okay, this body is always having some mass and you want to push it. So this pushing is basically the EMF which you are allowing, EMF which you are giving, force, electromotive force. Now definitely whenever you switch it on, okay, whenever this body which is having mass m will be pushed, or if you apply a force, what will happen? Due to its inertia, it will give a opposing force. Okay, opposing force. Now why this force is there? Because you are applying some force. So there is a rate of change of motion, dv by dt, dv by dt. And whenever there is a change in motion, okay, change in velocity, there is acceleration. Whenever there is acceleration, there will be a force. Acceleration is force is marched into acceleration. So the point here is this inductor can be thought as inertia, okay, or a body which is having some mass m. So the role played by inductor in electrical engineering is similar to the role played by a inertia, okay, in mechanical engineering. So I was just telling you that why this inductor is behaving as open circuit in beginning and short circuit when t is tending to infinity. This is also similar to this case, that is of mass. When you are pushing or applying a force, initially due to its inertia, it will oppose the motion, and whole opposing force you can feel it. Okay. So that is basically the initial behavior, open circuit type of thing. And as you keep on pushing, it will go on moving and it will reach to that particular maximum velocity. Okay, it means that is basically short circuit condition. Just a comparison type of thing. Okay, nothing else, just a comparison type of thing. They are not equal, they are just analogous or similar, you can say. Okay, next is the behavior of capacitor. So to understand the behavior of capacitor, you can think of a spring. You can think of a spring. So the behavior played by a spring is similar to the behavior played by the capacitor. So now this, let us first talk about the capacitor. Capacitor can be thought as empty tank. Uncharged capacitor can be thought of as an empty tank. Okay. So definitely when water is going in, because it is empty, the flow rate will be maximum. Flow rate will be maximum. Similarly for a capacitor, if you are connecting it with some voltage supply, okay, you are just switching on the circuit. Definitely as you are switching on the circuit, what will happen? The capacitor was empty and a huge charge will flow into it, huge charge. So it will try to get maximum charge. So the rate of flow of charge will be maximum. dq by dt will be maximum. Rate of flow of charge will be maximum. Here also, in case of water also, rate of flow of water will be maximum as the tank is empty. And that flow rate is basically current. The rate of flow of charge is basically current. It means for a capacitor, current will be maximum in the beginning. And if current is maximum, it means it can be held, it can be considered as a short circuit. Similarly, let us talk about this tank. It will go on filling, okay, and once it is up to this level, the flow rate will be minimized, okay, and once it is fully filled up to this level, it will not store any more water, and this water can go on passing this like this, okay, it can go, it can flow from above it, okay. So this is not playing any role now. You can see this tank is fully filled, okay, water can go like this. Similar behavior can be seen in case of capacitor. when it is fully charged, okay, when it is fully charged, what will happen is when it is fully charged, no current will flow because it is fully charged. So it does not require any charge. Now it is fully charged, so the voltage across this capacitor will be equal to the voltage which is being supply voltage, and polarity will be different. Polarity will be opposite. Polarity of this one and this one will be opposite. So definitely, if opposite polarity and equal voltages are there, definitely there will be no current. No current means again open circuit. So just try to understand these two concepts, that an inductor will behave as
Capacitor voltage polarity. Just once again repeat it, sir.
inductor will behave as open circuit in the beginning as it is just switched on, and short circuit in the final time. Similarly, a capacitor will be just opposite. They are just vice versa of each other. Okay, short circuit in the beginning and open circuit in the final time. Okay, and just uploading question on LPU Live. You people just solve it. Okay. Question just related to these concepts. I'm just uploading it on LPU Live. You people have to just solve it. Poll will be created right now.
सर हमारा सीएमए सर कितने क्वेश्चंस होंगे?
So circuit is given in LPU Live, and a question is asked in the LPU poll regarding that circuit only. You just I just give you 2 minutes or maybe 3 minutes just to solve this. It is a very easy question based on the concept which you just studied. Okay, so just solve it and tell me what will be the answer. I have got 6 votes. Please read the question carefully and do it clear carefully. Same question is there in the PPT also, you can see, I think. If the switch is opened at t equal to 0, what is the current in the circuit? It is 0, 1, 2, 3. Switch is opened. Earlier it was closed. Listen, see carefully. Switch is opened at t equal to 0. Means earlier it was closed. Circuit was fully fine. What is the current in the circuit? So you can solve it. We can discuss it at the end of the class. Okay. So you have to tell the current just before opening. Okay, what was the current? See, listen carefully. You have to tell that thing. Okay, we can continue with our discussion. Now, if inductor and capacitor are charged initially in the above two cases, in these two cases, they were not charged initially, but the things may be like they are charged initially. Inductor may be having a current I naught flowing already, okay, before switching on the circuit. And similarly, capacitor may also be charged with some voltage V naught initially. So inductor and capacitor, they can have certain charge initially just at the time of switching on the circuit. So now what has to happen is uh, they have to be these inductor and capacitor, if they are charged initially, they have to be replaced by certain current sources. So initially at t equal to 0 positive, current source and voltage source will be there, and these are the equivalent circuits if you are talking about the final time t tending to infinity. So we'll talk about these later on. Okay, but you should know that if inductor and capacitor are charged initially, they have to be replaced by sources, current source or voltage source. We will talk about them later on. Okay. Okay, now this discussion is fine. After that, it is because we will be studying about first order circuits, like we will be studying about RC and RL circuits initially. Okay, so these are first order circuits, because if you write the differential equation, it is going to be first order. Moreover, the energy storing device is only one. In RC, it is just capacitor, only one device. In RL, it is just one device. So their order is going to be one. If you represent it mathematically, it's going to be of first order. That's why these are going to be the first order system, and we will be studying them in detail. Their analysis will be there. So we will be finding the complete response of RL and RC circuit. Complete response means natural response plus forced response. So this you have already seen, or you already know. Whenever you go for solving differential equations, you have to find these type of solutions: natural solution and or natural response or forced response. So because these RC or RL circuit, they are also are to be represented by differential equations. So we have to find natural response plus forced response. Okay, can anybody tell me about this? Is there anybody who can tell? It is already written. Still, forced response मतलब क्या होता है? कौन बताएगा? Anybody? Pramjeet Kumar.
Sir, natural response is the response how those devices respond, and forced response means we are giving externally more current or voltage than the response